Hello and welcome to our slow flow practice with me, Gina. Today I've got a couple of blocks and I'm sitting up on a bolster and a blanket. So if you have anything um, to support you throughout the practice, I encourage you to grab those items. And when you feel ready, you can prop yourself up on something to sit on, like a pillow or a bolster if you have one. Allowing the hips to be a little bit higher than the knees is always the intention. And when you feel comfortable, you can either lower the gaze or close the eyes completely. And let this be an invitation to start to draw your senses internally. Just noticing how you're feeling in this moment. Ultimately bringing your attention to the rhythm of your unique breath cycle. How the air travels from the space around you in through the nostrils. Expand the rib cage and chest and invite that nourishing breath into the body. And in full reciprocity, exhale, return it back to that space all around you. Travel through a few rounds of inhales and exhales as you connect to this infinite space that travels all around you, supporting your vitality, your well-being. And maybe start to make a slight constriction at the back of your throat, lengthening out the breath. And maybe the breath starts to become audible from your own internal environment. Like a gentle wind, like a calm sea. And maybe start to lengthen the inhales and the exhales. Expand through the back side of the body, softening the belly, broadening through the collarbones, relaxing the shoulders, just giving more space to your internal environment to accept more of this breath. And if it feels all right, you can place both hands on top of your heart. Offer yourself a moment of gratitude, not for any particular reason, any particular accomplishment. Just gratitude for being alive, for feeling this breath, for acknowledging this moment. And then as you're ready, you can gently open the eyes, keeping the gaze low. And we'll come to lie on our backs. So you can move your props out from underneath you. then slowly roll onto your back. Maybe just let those knees draw into the chest here. You can rock side to side. You can place your hands on both kneecaps and make some gentle circles with the knees, moving in one direction and then opposite direction. And then place both soles of your feet onto the mat. Bring your hands out to a T. And bring your feet hip width or mat width distance, so a little bit wider. And then go ahead and drop the left knee towards the center of the mat as the right knee opens up. And then inhale, come to center. Exhale, this time the right knee drops towards center and the left knee opens to the left. Inhale, come up center. Exhale, lower both knees. Move through this a few times. And then come back to Ardha Shavasana. And take my socks off. And do a couple bridge rolls to warm up. So have your feet hip width distance, a comfortable space between your butt, and then push into your heels and lift the hips on an inhale. Exhale, gently roll back down, one vertebrae at a time. Balance on the sacrum, and then repeat. Inhale, flatten out the back, lift the hips. Exhale, roll back down. One more time, you can add the arms this time. So inhale, arms reach up overhead. Exhale, lower back down, get a nice stretch into the armpits. Hands come down last. Nice job. And then let's go ahead and roll onto our bellies. Extend the arms overhead. And we'll do some lifting of the opposite hand and leg. If you have a block, well, I guess that won't work. So start by having your forehead on the mat, arms and hands extended. We'll exhale out all the breath. And then on an inhale, lift the right hand, left foot up, maybe back your head up. Keep your gaze low on the mat. Exhale, come back down. Other side, so inhale, left hand, right foot. Exhale down. You can also keep your head connected to the mat if that in any way feels compromising to your neck. Otherwise, just keep your gaze right on the mat. As you use your breath, inhale to come up, exhale slowly lower. Good. And then let's bring the left elbow to parallel and reach the right hand back and maybe grab hold of your right ankle. And from here, you might want to kick into your right hand, creating a half bow. Take a few rounds of inhales and exhales. And feel the right leg as it squeezes in towards the midline. So we're not splaying out the right leg, but keeping it in check. On the next exhale, just lower down gently. Rest your head on your forearm. And then trade places. So now we have the right forearm on the mat. Reach your left hand around, grab hold of the left ankle. And this is plenty. If this is a difficult one, if you have a strap, you can grab a strap to allow for that reach. If you want to try kicking into the hand, you can do that as well here. Being mindful of the knees and what feels all right. Keep the breath flowing. The most important thing we can do throughout this practice today is to keep our breath moving. And then rest when you're ready. Go ahead and press yourself up to tabletop, and we'll sit our hips back onto our heels for a child's pose. You can have either your hands extended out, or you can bring them towards the heels, palms face up. And then on your next inhale, come up onto your knees, sweep the hands to the sky, palms touch, maybe look up, and then exhale, reverse that, palms face down, hips come back to the heels. Child's pose, go ahead and rest your palms, or the backs of the hands on the low back. We'll do that 2 more times, so inhale, reach up. Exhale, return to the mat. Last one, inhale, reach up. Exhale, slowly into child. Then extend your hands out to extended child, and we'll come up to our tabletop position. I'm going to put a blanket underneath my knees, give myself some added cushion. You are welcome to do so as well. We'll move through a few rounds of cat-cow. So first, find your steady table. Hips right over the knees, and shoulders right over the wrists. Press into the pad just below the thumb and the first finger, and almost feel like you're twisting the hands out towards the outer edges of your mat. Really engage those hands. And then on the next inhale, lift the tail, lift the gaze and the chest for a cat position. And on your exhale, round the spine, so tuck the tail, puff up the back, navel draws towards the spine, and look back at your thighs. And keep moving with your breath. Inhale, drop the belly, lift the chest and gaze, and then exhale, gently round the low back, puff up the back shoulders, navel draws in. Last round, moving with your breath, moving slowly. And then meet me here in neutral, tabletop. And we'll do some tiger crawls. So inhale. The left leg comes back behind you and the right arm reaches up. And maybe that left leg comes off of the mat. We'll stay here for a few breaths. I challenge you to close your eyes and really feel all those little muscles engaged to keep you upright in this position with the eyes closed. And if you fall, that's just part of the process. And when you're ready, bring it back to the mat. Maybe shake your tail side to side. Then we'll do the opposite side. So bring your right foot back, left arm extends. Maybe the right foot lifts up. And when you feel steady, challenge yourself. You can close the eyes. Feel how different that feels. Nice job. And when you're ready, you can return both limbs to the mat. Let's take a puppy pose. So reach your arms, a big handprint out front, and then take an inhale. Exhale, bring your chest to the mat and the chin to the mat. And then inhale, we'll come back to our tabletop. I'm going to move, well, actually I'll keep my blanket there for now. Let's tuck our toes and lift the hips, coming into a downward facing dog. Still engaging those hands like we did in our table, but now we have the hips lifted. And let's bend deeply into the right leg, straighten out the left, and then switch. Bend deeply into the left leg, lengthen out the right. Do that a few times. And then let both heels gently fall towards the earth. And then we'll step our right foot forward, drop the left knee here in a low lunge. Got my blocks, so I'm going to grab those to help lift up to our low lunge. Take an inhale, and then exhale, shift the hips back, straighten the right leg, lift the toes. Inhale, low lunge. Exhale, extend the leg. Inhale, low lunge. Maybe this time you stay in the low lunge and then reach the hands to the sky. Gaze can follow or keep your gaze fixed out ahead. We'll stay here for a couple of breaths. And replace the hands, and then step the right foot back onto our knees with the blocks. Sometimes it's nice if you do have blocks to do downward dog with the blocks. So if you have it, you can keep the blocks under your hands and come into a downward dog that way. And then step your left foot forward for a low lunge. Drop the right heel for a low lunge on the other side. Same thing. Inhale, come up for lunge. Exhale, hips back. Straighten the left leg, toes lift. Keep toggling back and forth. And then you get to your next flow lunge. Option to reach the hands up to the sky. Maybe the gaze follows. You can interlace your fingers. Keep that breath moving in and out through the nose. Next, exhale, reach the hands down to the blocks and step the left foot back. And again, if you have the blocks, you can place them under your hands on the flat side and lift up for a downward dog with the blocks. Feels really nice and supportive. And let's gently take a walk towards the front of the mat. I'm going to move my blanket. Don't think we'll need it as much right now. Take the blocks with me in my walk. And get there, inhale, lengthen out the spine, come up halfway. Exhale, fold. Keep a deep bend in this first fold. A bend in the knees, that is. And then inhale, come up halfway. Exhale, press through the heels as you lift and rise up. Hands can reach up, palms touch, and draw the hands towards the center of your heart. Take a breath. Follow that inhale as it travels up through the nose. Exhale as the air moves out. Maybe with each inhale, feel the energy rising up through the feet. With each exhale, feel the energy drawing down towards the earth. Good. Inhale, circle sweep the hands, palms touch, and then exhale, bring that energy through the midline, shift your hips back, come through a forward fold. Inhale, lift up, energy rises. Exhale, fold. Inhale, step the right foot back, drop the right heel. Inhale, reach the hands up to the sky. Exhale, frame the front foot. Lift the back knee. Inhale, plank position. Exhale, lower the knees, lower the head and chest and the hips. And then inhale, baby cobra. Exhale, lower. Inhale, come up through tabletop. Tuck the back toes. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, step the right foot forward. Lower the left knee. And then inhale, sweep the hands up to the sky. Exhale, frame the front foot. Tuck the back toes. Inhale, step the left foot forward. Come up halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, come up halfway. Exhale, gentle bend in the knees as you rise up. Hands to the sky. Draw the hands toward the heart center. Take a breath here. Good. Inhale. Sweep the hands up to the sky. Exhale, forward fold, hips hinge back. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, step the right foot back. Drop the back heel. Inhale, come up to warrior one. Exhale, stay. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Maybe look up. Exhale, frame the front foot. Inhale, plank, left foot comes back. Exhale, knees lower, head and chest lower, hips lower. Inhale, baby cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, right foot forward. Drop the left heel down. Rise up. Stay for another round of breath. Exhale, frame the front foot. Come up on the ball of the left foot. Weight in the right heel as you step the left foot forward. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, press through the heels, gentle bend in the knees, reach the hands to the sky. Big inhale, get long. Exhale, hands to heart center. Good. Inhale, sweep the hands to the sky. Exhale, sit the hips back, chair pose. Stay for a few rounds of breath. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, maybe sit a little deeper. Next, exhale, straighten the legs as you forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, step the left foot back. Step the right foot back, downward facing dog. Inhale, bring the right foot up to the sky, three-legged dog. Exhale, draw the right knee toward the right elbow. Inhale, extend, three-legged dog. Exhale, right knee towards the left elbow. Inhale, extend, three-legged dog. Exhale, bring the right foot forward and just plant the right heel. Inhale, come up for a high lunge. Exhale, stay. Inhale, expand through the chest. Exhale, frame the front foot. Inhale, step the right foot back, high plank. Exhale, lower the knees, lower the chest, chin, hips. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, table to downward dog. Inhale, raise the left foot up to the sky. Exhale, left knee to left elbow. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, left knee to right elbow. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, gently place the left foot forward. Stay up on the right ball of your foot. As you inhale, hands come up to the sky. Stay for a breath. Inhale, plant the hands, frame the foot, step the left foot back, downward facing dog. And then gently walk your feet towards your hands, the front of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sit the hips back. Reach the arms out in front for a chair. Stay for a breath. And then on your exhale, press deeply through the heels as you lift into stand. Draw the hands down towards the heart. Allow the hands to open. Pause here at the top of the mat in mountain pose. Maybe look down at your feet and just notice where you landed. Make any adjustments that you feel necessary. See if you can keep the weight in the heels and a gentle bend in the knees. Nice anterior tilt of your pelvis. Rib cage tracking down. Lengthening through the back of the neck, shoulders away from the ears. Good. Inhale, sweep the hands up towards the sky. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Step the left foot back. Step the right foot back, downward facing dog. Inhale, bring the right foot up for three-legged dog. Exhale, knee to nose. Plant the right foot. Inhale, high lunge. Exhale, bring the right heel towards the mat and shift the hips over for warrior two. Take a moment here and just notice how your feet are aligned. Maybe you've got heel to heel or heel to arch alignment. If you've got a straight 90 degree at the back of your foot, take a little bit of the pressure off by angling the foot, the toes inward. Allow the hips to come off at an angle rather than trying to square them to the side of the mat. Bend deeply through the front knee if that's available. Maybe look out over the right fingertips. Strengthen the legs by imagining that your mat is covered in something very slippery, and you're trying to squeeze the legs together so that your legs don't fly apart. So engaging the muscles, maybe engaging Mula Bandha, if you know what that is. Nice, then go ahead and straighten out the right foot. Grab the block, place it on the inside of the right foot. Shorten your stance a bit. Inhale, extend the arms. Then exhale, reach forward and then allow that right hand to maybe find the block. Keep a gentle bend in the right knee so you're not locking out the knee. And the next inhale, come back up. And then we'll shift onto our left ball of our foot. Hips come forward. And we return to our high lunge. Exhale, frame the front foot. Press deeply through the right foot. And maybe take a couple of steps in with the left. Maybe grab the blocks as we start to press into that foot and lift the left foot up, extending out behind us. Keep the toes pointed towards the mat. Keep a gentle bend in the right knee. And feel like you have a wall directly behind you that the left sole of the foot is pressing firmly into. Option to stay here. Option to lift the arms up to the ears. And balance here in Warrior 3. And wherever you are, keep breathing. Your next exhale, go ahead and bring the left foot behind the right so ankles are stacked. And give yourself a nice forward fold. And then unwind the legs. Come into a regular forward fold. Come up halfway, lengthen. And then exhale, press to the heels as you rise up. Palms touch, hands to heart center. Take a moment here to reground. And then inhale, sweep the hands to the sky. Exhale, sit the hips back, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. You'll step the right foot back, step the left foot back, downward dog. Inhale, lift the left leg. And then exhale, knee to nose. Lower the left leg. Inhale, high lunge. Exhale, bring the right heel to the mat. Open up the hips. Warrior 2. Again, notice your alignment. Giving yourself a little bit of room on the back foot by angling the foot slightly inward. Not overstraining to have the hips square to the long edge of the mat, but giving a nice angle and a more conducive posture to our natural alignment. And then when you feel sturdy, you can bend a little more deeply into the left leg. And again, turn on those muscles by imagining that your mat is covered with a slippery slime. You have to squeeze the legs together in order not to fly off in both directions. Good, then straighten the left leg, grab the block, place it on the inside of your left foot, walk your back foot in a couple of steps. We'll again extend the arms out. Take a big breath in. Exhale, reach forward with the left arm. And then maybe that left hand finds the block and you open your chest to the side. Notice if you're putting all of your pressure onto the hand, see if you can lighten the load in that hand. Again, by turning on the leg muscles. And then on your next inhale, go ahead and come up. Exhale, come up onto the ball of the right foot. We'll meet again in high lunge. Take an inhale, and then exhale, frame the front foot. Start to walk the right foot in a couple of steps, and then get super strong on the left leg as you start to lift the right, getting ready for a warrior three. So again, right heel feels like it's pressing into a wall right behind you. You can use the blocks. Stay here if you'd like. Possibly lifting the arms for the full extension. And then when you're ready, cross that right ankle behind the left and take a forward fold. Inhale, come up halfway. Exhale, fold. And then unwind the legs. Inhale, bend through the knees as you rise up. Arms reach to the sky. Hands to heart center. Pause here and reground through those feet. Now let's take a wide-legged stance. So come to the wide edge of your mat. Maybe grab the block. And then place your hands on your hips. Take an inhale, draw the spine lengthening up, and exhale, forward fold, keeping the integrity of the spine. You can find the blocks, or you can just place your hands on the floor. Maybe do a couple of cat-cows very gently, very small. So inhale for a cat, and then exhale for a cow. And then come back to a neutral spine. And we'll walk the left hand over towards the right ankle. If that's not working for you, you can grab the right thigh or shin. And then start to walk the right hand overhead. Maybe peek under the right armpit. Good. Unwind. Extend the left hand out to meet the right. Take a big downward dog type stance here with a wide leg, forward fold. And then we'll walk the right hand over towards the left ankle and maybe peek under the left armpit. And then unwind. And we'll start to heel toe our feet in. And let's go ahead and come onto our shins. So hero's pose. You can also place a blanket underneath you. So sitting on our heels. You could sit up on a block if that feels better. It feels nice. Let's go ahead and close our eyes again. Coming back to this steady rhythm, that Ujjayi breath that we began our class with today. And then let's come to stand on the knees. And then bring the left foot out to the side. So the toes point up. Hands can be on our hips. And we'll take an inhale, lengthen through the spine. Keep a gentle bend in the knee as you exhale and just shift the weight over towards the left. Inhale, come up halfway. Exhale. Just exploring this side. Inhale. Exhale. And then maybe that left hand comes out towards the shin and reach the right arm up and overhead for a big side stretch on the right side. And inhale, come back to both knees, so standing on the knees. And we'll do the other side, so right foot comes out, a little bend to protect the knee. And we'll just explore this side. So inhale, lengthen through the spine, and then exhale, shift the weight over towards the right. Doesn't have to be too dramatic. Inhale, come up. Exhale, lower. Inhale, center. Exhale, lower. This time the right hand might sneak along the right leg. So the left hand lifts up and overhead. Big side stretch on the left side. The next inhale brings you back to center. And let's come to sit on the blanket. I'm going to roll mine up one more width so that I can sit up on my blanket. And we'll come into this Z pose. So right sole of the foot is alongside the inner left thigh, and then the left shin is behind me. Start by grounding through both sit bones, maybe engaging Mula Bandha, that pelvic lift. Inhale, bring the hands up and over, head. Exhale, twist to the right and let the hands fall to either side. so that the right hand might be behind you and the left hand might be on the right kneecap. Use the power of your breath here to lengthen on the inhale, lengthen the spine, and then exhale, settling in a little deeper with the twist. On your next inhale, unwind. We'll bring the legs out long in front. Let's just shake them out a bit. Let go of any tension. Let's give our legs a pat. Okay, and we'll do the other side. So bring the left foot towards the right thigh and the right foot behind you. Settle into this side. Feel steady in your sit bones. Before you inhale, sweep the hands up. Exhale, twist to the left, and then let the hands fall. This is sometimes called the pose of discernment. Let that settle into your physical posture. That idea of discernment. Discernment being the antidote for judgmental. And when you're ready, slowly unwind. And let's move the blanket out from under us. And slowly come onto our backs. You can draw the knees into the chest again and maybe rock side to side. Do some gentle apanasanas, so inhaling, moving the knees away, straightening the elbows, and then exhaling, knees towards the chest. And do that a few times. And then go ahead and plant the feet. And we'll inhale and roll up to bridge. And this time let's roll down one more time actually on the exhale. Just to feel that. Then the next time you can inhale. If you have a block, you can come to a supported bridge. Or if you want to go into full bridge, you can clasp the hands underneath you and roll the shoulders under. And that allows for a little bit more lift in your back bend. Or if you're taking the restorative option, you can place a block at whichever height feels the best for you. Sometimes it's nice even to do the highest height and just settle into that. So just making this bridge work for you wherever you're at. Coming out of it when you feel ready. slowly rolling down one vertebrae at a time. Pause here. Let's bring the legs out long. Engage the heels and reach the toes up towards the sky. And start to point and flex. Chugging the body up and down the mat. And then release. Take a breath. And you can take an option here. I'm going to do plow. If you don't like plow or you've got neck issues, I invite you to do legs up the wall. If you have a wall nearby, or you could just do dead bug or take a restorative bridge pose with the legs in the air is a really nice restorative inversion. If you have a bolster, you can place it at the wall and do legs up the wall in that restorative inversion as well. If you want to try plow and you are familiar with the pose, go ahead and bring the feet up to the sky, and then inhale, lift the hips. Being very mindful of your neck, not moving the neck around if you're in plow. Wherever you are, keep the breath moving. And if you are in plow, you can place the hands back down or keep them on the hips as you slowly lower down one vertebrae at a time, engaging the core to protect this motion. Here. And then you can bring your feet onto the mat and just pause here in Ardha Shavasana. Take a big breath after that deep inversion. And lengthen out the legs. Let's do one last supine twist to relieve any tension that might be still present in the low back. So just a gentle supine, so bring the knees into the chest, take an inhale, and then exhale, just let them fall over to one side. Stay on this side for a few rounds of breath. And then inhale, come to center. Exhale, roll to the other side. And then inhale, come to center. And take happy baby. Just grab the toes with your peace fingers and bend the knees and rock side to side. Do any last thing that you need before Shavasana. Make it a very comfortable Shavasana. So get your bolster and your blanket and your socks, maybe even an eye pillow or something to place over the eyes. It's really nice to place a bolster under the knees, like so. Blanket. Make any adjustments that you need here in Shavasana. And then just give yourself permission to settle. Allow yourself to be free of any voluntary movements. Let go of any constrictions that you've placed on your breath. And just feel what it feels like to be completely passive. Sometimes we get so wrapped up in doing, achieving, accomplishing, that we forget about the power of receiving. The power of attracting, magnetizing. If we don't settle and we're always pushing, we lose the chance for those who want to find us lose the opportunity for what is seeking us out. Maybe we are the goal of something unfathomable. What does it mean to be available? You're welcome to stay here in Shavasana for as long as you need. And if you're ready to progress, move on, move forward, gentle movements into your fingers and your toes. Wrists and ankles. Draw the knees to the chest. Let them fall naturally to one side. Curl up like a baby. And you're also welcome to stay here in the fetal position if you are not yet ready to be reborn. If you need that moment of nurturance. If you are ready, gently sit upright. You can bring your hands to heart center if that feels okay, or just have them rest gently in your lap. We'll close with one round of Om. And then Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. So exhale out all the breath. Inhale for Om. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. I bow to you in deep gratitude for joining me today. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. May you walk with peace and be surrounded in peace.